My name is Batman, and you will now witness the delivery of justice by my own hand, one slug at a time, and the victims scream at me for mercy, and I whisper back, no. Scorestreaks are what separate Call of Duty from other games. It's all reward and incentive systems designed to prey upon your chemical biology. Every kill, every batch of points, releasing positive chemicals in the neurons, and the Scorestreaks take it to the next level, for they are more than points. They are an experience of their own, an experience that will satisfy the almost sexual craving you have for the blood of your enemies. Call of Duty Ghosts needs to redo and revamp the system. I would like to see the return of the support class system because the support class is the only invention Call of Duty has ever had that promotes scoring as many points as possible, whereas the assault package or score streaks as they are now only promote staying alive, living longer to attain more score streaks, better score streaks. This in turn will promote camping or other forms of slow defensive play that is often of no strategic benefit to the team and its goal of winning. It is counterproductive. Score streaks as they are now are counterproductive. However, the problem with the support class was that it got UAVs too easily. Two or even one player could keep a permanent UAV up in the air the entire match, and this could get old really quickly because the UAV is much more powerful than people give it credit for. If you have a UAV up in the air and you see an enemy's red dot on your minimap, you know where they are. You can probably judge where they're going. If they still kill you, you did something wrong. The UAV can often be used as similarly to the Blackbird. The information, or excuse me, the VSAT. The information isn't as constant or instant, but you see a red dot in a room. The red dot moves closer to one side of the room, and the next UAV pass, you obviously know where he is and what direction he is headed in. It takes a very basic level of deductive logic, and with that logic, you can kill the guy the same way you'd kill him with a Blackbird or a VSAT. Now, don't get me wrong, I love UAVs. I've probably called in over 100,000 on all the CODs combined. I love that it speeds up the pace of the game, which is its primary purpose, but this can still be achieved while removing some of the bullshit. There's an easy way to fix this. You don't make it harder to get the UAV, but make the UAV less specific. If you break the minimap up into a grid, right, like a chessboard or whatever, a bunch of boxes in the minimap, the UAV can highlight a box, paint it red, as opposed to giving away the actual literal specific spot the enemy is in. And you know these boxes on the grid are fairly tight and compact, so it's like, okay, the UAV lets me know that the enemy is in this particular spot because it is shaded red. I know he's in this room right there, but I don't know specifically where in the room, right? So I can just go in there and literally spray right at the guy without seeing him first. I can just wallbang him because I know he's hugging this wall based on the UAV. I know he's in that fucking room because it's shaded red, but I still have to use my skill as a player to clear him out. No more insta-skill from the lowest score streak in the game. And if there's multiple enemies in the room, it's a darker shade of red, and darker, and so it still gives you a general direction. It still speeds up the pace of the game, but it can't be used cheaply. Now, there are two other score streaks that I would like to see implemented into this game, just because I think they would make objective play a lot more intense. First is the shock pylon. It's like a combination of the shock charge, the IMS, and the Guardian. It has a certain range in any direction, and it shocks anyone that comes within that range. The shocking effect would be as debilitating as a shock charge. Obviously, it would keep you suppressed like a Guardian, wounding you over time, and would have similar range as the IMS, right? So you put one of these bad boys down next to a bomb after you just planted it or whatever, it's going to cause some problems for the enemy. Lastly, I want an orbital laser. It would be like a top score streak for the support class, and you can shoot this laser down on the map from space, and obviously if you hit someone with it, they die. But what's neater is that as you move the laser around the map, it leaves behind it a trail of fire, like the napalm strike from Black Ops 1. And so, you know, you can block off entire sections of the map from the enemy. Now, the catch is that the laser can only move around the map about as fast as a player can walk. This way, you can't just spam back and forth and set the entire map on fire. You have to do some strategic placement, and if you're chasing a guy with it, he can sprint outrun it. But if he's trying to evade your laser, he's not going to have time to play the objective. Alright, I was doing this commentary really fast because I was worried that there was a lot of commentary and not going to be enough gameplay for the video to fit, you know? But I think I have like a minute left, so I'm going to throw in one more idea that I had, and that is biological warfare. Alright, you all remember Nova Gas from Black Ops 1? Alright, imagine you get this score streak. It would be a pretty high score streak, probably in the support class. Alright, and you know, it's like from the view of a lodestar, you're up in the fucking air circling the map, and you shoot down canisters of Nova Gas. Or maybe it wouldn't be called Nova Gas because it's not Black Ops 1 anymore, you know, call it sarin gas, but that'd be kind of creepy because sarin is real life poison. Some sort of toxic gas. And you can just shoot it from the sky, and it's not, you know, it would have to be sort of limited, like maybe, you know, 3 seconds in between each canister shot. Because if you remember the Nova grenades, what would happen is you blow it up, and it lets out a, you know, big old cloud of Nova that the enemies can't walk through. And so you put the Nova on like a demolition bomb, and you basically hold that bomb for at least 10 seconds, or a little under 10 seconds. And they're not able to get through the gas without the tag mask, right? So imagine you just did this, you know, from the sky, and you just shot down like 30 canisters of the shit just all over the map in random spots on the objective, whatever. And obviously there'd have to be a cap on how many you could shoot. Like, you don't want to just drown the entire map in gas. That would be kind of OP. But, you know, if you limit it, it would be pretty neat and it would be pretty fucked up. And it would be pretty decent high score streak. For the most part, I'd be happy to just see them bring back whatever streaks they deem necessary from old Call of Duty. Score streaks, kill streaks is one of the things COD developers do right in my opinion. I really like the Black Ops 2 score streaks, but I would like to see less of an emphasis on high streaks. I think high streaks such as the Swarm or the Lodestar simply take away from the game, and I'm not complaining because these streaks get called in on me. I am speaking as the guy who calls them in. The only time I have to run away from a Swarm or a Lodestar is when I join a match in progress. But the problem is, the streaks ruin the match for 11 out of 12 players in the lobby. If it gets called in on you, all you can basically do is hide inside somewhere, continually spawn and die. If your teammate calls one in, all you can do is wait for it to end because he will be getting all the kills. The match basically comes to a screeching halt for the remainder of that score streak, and a lot of the times it's not even fun for the guy who calls it in because everyone just rage quits. They are a drag on the game in general, and it wouldn't be so bad if there was just one massive OP score streak like the Swarm, but they put in Swarm, Dogs, Lodestar, VTOL, and it's just like, fuck it, I give up. Please remember to rate the video. This is Batman, signing out.